bassists, welcome back to the intermediate slap bass course. In this lesson, I'm going to show you basic double thumb technique and 4 exercises that will increase your double thumb speed like crazy. Double thumbing is a more advanced slap technique that's used a lot by players like Victor Wooten and Marcus Miller because it lets you play a lot faster with a lot less effort. The technique is actually very similar to your regular slap technique, except instead of bouncing off the string like this, you slap through the string and then land on the string below like this. This puts your thumb in the perfect position to come back up through the string like this. So that means that you can slap twice as fast with essentially the same amount of effort. Alright, so this technique can have quite a steep learning curve, so I've designed a simple technique that'll get you used to the feeling of double thumbing. You're going to put your first finger on fret 5 on the E string and then go like this. And that's it really, we're just going to do that on every single string, so see if you can play the full exercise along with me. When you're doing these double thumb exercises, I'd recommend using only your wrist to get the movement that you need. Just like with regular slapping, if you start using your arm too much, it makes your technique much less efficient and you're going to find it really hard to play at faster speeds. If you have some experience playing with a pick, it's a very similar motion to that, except you're probably going to have to use a bit more force. Alright, so if you're feeling pretty comfortable with that exercise, we can move on to the next one. The end goal of double thumbing is to be able to seamlessly incorporate it into your slap toolbox. So while this next exercise is similar to the first one, I've added more string crossing and also some pops here and there to get you used to the feeling of switching between techniques and eventually thinking of all of this as just one technique. So here's the first phrase. In order to play those pops, it's very helpful to have your index finger at the ready, and that's why I recommend when you're double thumbing or slapping that you do it with a closed fist, gently closed fist like this, rather than an open hand like this. So just keep that in mind while you play along with me because I think it's really going to help you a lot. Just a quick reminder that if you want to practice these exercises along with me at a variety of tempos, head over to the Basecamp Patreon page where you can get the full practice videos, backing tracks, and tabs for every exercise that we play in this video. Okay, so those first 2 exercises were designed to get you comfortable with the feeling of double thumbing. Now that you've got the basics down, let's try out some speed exercises that will really refine your technique. We're going to play some harmonic minor scales using 16th notes and just alternating up and down on your thumb. So we're going to start on fret 1 on the E string, which is F, and it's going to sound like this. then we're just going to move chromatically upwards, playing harmonic minor scales like that. But as the exercise goes on, the tempo is going to gradually increase until we get to the higher F, where it's going to be just crazy fast. My best piece of advice for this exercise is to try and keep your body relaxed even when you're playing those really fast tempos. If you start tensing up too much, it makes it really difficult to actually move your wrist at the speed you're going to need to do that, and you're just not going to be able to play fast. So try playing along with me and let me know in the comments how far you got. If you didn't make it to the end, you can come back to this exercise as many times as you need to build up your speed. Also, double thumbing can be actually pretty painful at first, so when I first started with this, I found that it was best to practice maybe just 20 minutes per day at first, and then gradually increase the amount of time that I was practicing until my thumb got more used to it. Now I can double thumb for a couple of hours at a time with no problem, but it definitely takes some time to build up that tolerance. Alright, now it's time for the final and most difficult exercise. We're actually not going to play quite as fast as we just did, but your left hand is going to be much more active and the notes are going to be much more complicated. We're going to start with your ring finger on fret 3 on the D string, and then we're going to walk down a minor pentatonic scale with alternating up and down thumb in your right hand, like this. Then we're going to walk down another minor pentatonic scale, but this time starting on the next scale degree, which is A flat, or fret 6 on the D string, like this. And then we're just going to keep playing minor pentatonics starting from higher and higher scale degrees until we get to the higher F at fret 15, and then we're going to just walk the whole thing all the way back down. This exercise will really develop the connection between your right and your left hand. So now let's see if you can play the whole thing along with me. If you really want to take your slap game to the next level, check out the Basecamp Patreon page where you'll get exclusive access to hours of slap lessons and exercises, as well as a huge library of videos covering everything about bass, from tapping to music theory to recording and getting a good tone, and a whole lot more. Like I said before, double thumbing can have a steep learning curve, so don't worry if you didn't nail these exercises right off the bat. Just keep coming back and practicing and you'll get it eventually. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next lesson.